shit. Yurt. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Good morning. Hope all is well. Hope everybody having a great day. See everybody tapping in early. I love it. I hate waiting them extra 2 minutes. And this is one of the ones where I really got shit to do. Nigga just bought a motherfucking TV last week from Best Buy. That bitch blew out last night. So as soon as I'm done with this shit, I'm about to go swap that motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? So as always, thank you to everybody who tapped in. Um, and make sure y'all donate, man. This is free information. I'm about to set up a Patreon and make niggas pay because I'm giving tips on shit that ain't really being released, and a lot of this information I give it is not available online. The information is, but the stocks that could pop. I'm actually investing in this insight, so uh, donate, man. Go to the nonprofit, give a couple bucks, cash app, $ building back. You heard? Shit like that. But yeah, we're gonna get into it, man. There's enough people in here. So there's a couple stocks that I just wanted to briefly speak about. I'm sure if unless you're under a rock, you've seen what happened with Dogecoin or Dogecoin and Bitcoin. For those who don't know about Bitcoin, the stock, I mean, the crypto went up so high because Tesla invested $1.5 billion into it yesterday. Anytime Elon Musk get behind any type of stock, it's just going to naturally pop. And besides the fact that he actually invested into it, he's been tweeting about it for a while. So, you know, for those who sold because the shit dropped down to 3,000 and shit like that, like I keep telling y'all, man, like if y'all not the type to be able to handle up and down stocks, please don't invest in crypto or stocks because it's going to be valleys and it's going to be peaks. Right now, we're just looking at a peak for both Dogecoin um, and Bitcoin. The shit's gonna go back down. Like, so we clear. Like, it's going. I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin went back down to 37, 38. I wouldn't be surprised if Dogecoin went down, 5 or 6 cents. No, but that's how the game goes. You know what I'm saying? And for the people kicking themselves, like, yo, I sold Bitcoin, man. I wish I'd have kept it. Like, I mean, unless you needed that money, you got to really ask yourself, what'd you pull it out for? If it's just out of fear, then you shouldn't even jump back in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep saying that till the cows come home. Just make sure that if you're gonna hop in that aspect of investing, you got to know going into it that it's gonna be valleys and peaks. It's not just gonna always be to your benefit. Um, and once again, if that's how you feel, invest in the ETFs, exchange traded funds. Last week, I really got into detail of some of those exchange traded funds that going into this year is going to be really, really beneficial. So just make sure y'all tap into that. But there's a couple stocks, um, like I said before, I actually pay to get insight on stocks that's not only going good now, but that's going to possibly be going good in the future. And that's why when you hear me say things like Simon Property Group, motherfuckers didn't even know what Simon Property Group was. You know what I'm saying? I get that information because I'm paying to get that information. So, um, and shout out to anybody who invested in Simon Property Group that just hit over $100 yesterday. I bought it at $50 a share, and if you listen to me, you should have got it before it hit 60. But live and learn. So here's some new stocks that I wanted to put y'all hip to. That once again, I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm not telling you to do shit. I'm just telling you niggas to do your research on it. These are stocks that you should look into because they have a high upside. And when I say high upside, I ain't talking about a month from now. These are stocks that you should see growth for tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. So the first one I wanted to talk to y'all about is Zynga. Zynga, Zynga Incorporated. Uh, this is a stock that it's done pretty well today, mainly because they're partnered with Electronic Arts, EA Sports, Madden football, shit like that. They plan to acquire Glue Mobile, which just means that they're going to have a lot more video games for the mobile device. Zynga develops, markets, and operates social games as live services in the U.S. and internationally. So a lot of the games that you guys see, um, Like for instance, a lot of the games you see on Facebook and the little bullshit games that they be having on there. Zynga owns a lot of those. They're actually in the process of making a new Star Wars game, like right now. So if you see a Star Wars game come anytime soon, just know that Zynga created it. This stock, I think they're supposed to be doing an earnings report tomorrow, but because of the fact that they shown profit over the last couple months, and because of this partnership with Zynga, this is a stock that should be going up in the next day or two. It's actually going up a little bit today. I personally got on it as soon as I got wind to this, but it should be popping off within the next couple of days. I'm not saying how much it's going to go. I'm not saying that it's really going to go. I invested into it, so I believe it will. But I would just say that for you guys, make sure you do your research because it is an opportunity. And if you know anything about the fact of video games, I mean, with this COVID shit going on, the business is up. So that's one stock to look into. Once again, that's ZYNGA. If you look on the stock, whatever the fuck is ZNGA, the acronym. So check in with that. The other one that I wanted to tap in with y'all is Good RX. Good RX. Um, they're an organization that allows you on your app to search for the best prices for your prescriptions, and they have access to tens of thousands of pharmacies. If you know how what this country is built off of, the medical industry is probably the most profitable industry in America. So if you do your research on this, you would see why this makes total sense. A lot of times when you invest in stocks, it's not because of necessarily insight. Obviously, having insight on specific stocks help, but industries will tell you if it's something that you should invest into. I mean, it's just common sense, y'all. Like, think about what's going on in this current day and age, and what industries are fucked up because of it, and which ones that are thriving off of it. And those two things that I just named off, the medical industry, the video game industry, these are things that are thriving right now in terms of where we at, and neither one of them are going to go down because shit clear up. If anything, it's just going to give people more insight to invest into it more. Skills might be a good one. They just announced a deal with NFL to create a NFL mobile app. Dope. Look into it. Salute to Jerry Brown for giving that insight. So yeah, he just dropped a gem. That's what this is all about. It ain't just me talking y'all niggas ear off. If y'all got insight, always let niggas know about it, man, because we want to make sure everybody got the same insight. So yeah, SKLZ. I'll definitely look that up. I'll suggest everybody do the same. But the two, once again, stocks that I was referring to, just as a reminder, is the Zynga and the Good RX. Both of these things, if you just do your research on it, it'll let you know. Like it'll it's clear as day as to why these stocks are good to invest into. Just the average person just don't know about these stocks. Um, Another thing, if you in terms of like investment outside of stocks, if you guys live in either New York or California, if you got it, because I know these are two of the more heavily expensive real estate markets. Those are the only two markets in the country that where the prices are actually going down. Now, obviously, if you're talking about certain areas and certain locations, it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. But if you live in New York or if you live in California, I would suggest if you have a couple dollars to look into some possible real estate. Like I said, those are the only two states right now where the market is actually going down. A lot of it is because of COVID. New York City specifically, a lot of the motherfuckers who got it to move outside of New York City are moving to the Hamptons and Westchester County, going up north and shit like that, just so they're not in an area where it's so congested, and that's left the real estate market to be wide open in terms of pricing. Now, like I said, the shit in Manhattan and the shit in areas like San Francisco where this shit is really being hit at, the market is already fucked up. Like the prices is already out of whack. But it is something to where if you do have some money to look into, because if you invest into property, I would say in the New York or San Francisco area within like the next 6 months, you're gonna possibly make a really, really big bag. And just do your own research on it. I'm not telling y'all what to do with y'all money, but this is obviously for people who even got it to even buy this type of stuff. If you ever wonder what it takes to actually buy property, I actually just released a podcast yesterday where I actually had a real estate agent talk about what it actually requires to actually purchase a home. It's not as much as people think. Your credit doesn't have to be as high as people think. A lot of times it's just about having the knowledge. So check out that podcast if you want to get some insight. But once again, if you do live in the New York City area or the San Francisco area specifically, and you got it to do it, definitely look into that real estate because those are the only two places in the country where the market is actually going down. So I think that's it, man. Like I said, there's other stocks that that I would like for y'all to look into, but I also want to be mindful that some of these stocks are pretty pricey. And quite honestly, if you're going to invest into some of these stocks, um, there's other stocks at that price range where you could look into. So I'm not even going to really get into that. But once again, the two stocks that I named off is the Good RX as well as the Zynga. So I'm invested in both. So I'm not going to tell somebody to invest in something that I wouldn't invest in, but I'm just going to tell you to do your research on it. I think that might be it. Like I said, I need to go get this motherfucking TV swapped out. Shout out to Best Buy for being quick on the swap out because this is some bullshit. Nigga just bought a 70-inch TV and the bitch went out after a week. So we're about to go handle that. Any questions? Once again, if you're not in crypto, get in crypto. If you're looking to get in the stock market, don't fuck with Robinhood. We already talked about all that. E-Trade, uh, find some other shit. Don't fuck with Robinhood. Don't put another penny in Robinhood. Don't do it. But yeah, crypto, Bitcoin, and not just Bitcoin, Ethereum. Once again, Ethereum. Make sure what's a good baseline number of stocks to buy for dividend aristocrats. Hey man, that's per your wallet. I don't know about your wallet. Um, I always tell people just get in with what you feel comfortable losing. Not to say you're gonna lose the money, but you treat that shit. You treat the stock market like the club. Like this is what I got to lose. You know what I'm saying? You treat it like the casino. Like this is what I got to spend. And everybody's number is different. So I'll just leave it at that. Miracle, what's up, my girl? Tell Brock I said what up. Um, how you feel about Stash? I have no problem with Stash. I think Stash is a great app for people who are not really versed uh, in the stock market. It gives a lot of information, for new people. It does a really good. I think Stash does a really good job of trying to figure out who you are as an investor before actually um, suggesting stocks. I think they probably do that better than anybody else because they cater more to new people. So Stash is cool. Yeah, it's cool. It's what I thought Robinhood was. So yeah, for me, like I said, if you have that insight on stock market, if you know how to actually get into this and how to actively use it, it might be too advanced for you. But for people who are not really familiar with the stock market, who are still trying to learn about this type of stuff, yeah, Stash is cool. Uh, what do you think about Webull? I think Webull is cool too. I think Webull is cool too. I have no problem with it. To me, it's on that same level as the Stash and the Robinhood. Obviously, they were one of the companies that didn't put no major block on these stocks from last week and the last couple of weeks. So any company that didn't do that, I would say has a bit more higher reputation than Robinhood. So yeah, I mean, whatever works for you. A lot of these things are just about compatibility, how you feel comfortable with the user face, how you feel comfortable about getting the information. Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about Webull. And like with all these websites, they all suspect until they kind of prove themselves otherwise. Is there a Reddit or a group for this podcast? For this podcast? No, not that I know of. I mean, I didn't use my battle rap YouTube page, man. My battle rap YouTube page had like 10,000 subscribers and shit from back when I was battling and shit. But I started this shit all over for a reason because I wanted to bring in a different audience. Like, yeah, a lot. I'm gonna cater naturally to battle rappers because that's where I come from. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always open to helping the battle rap audience. But the audience that I had on that page was mainly battle rap hardcore fans, you know what I'm saying? And if niggas gonna be asking me battle rap questions, I don't even want to fuck with it. So I figured starting a new page would just bring a new demographic, even if it is battle rap fans, it's people who are here for the money. You know what I'm saying? So because of it, the page is new, man. I think I might be only have like 500 subscribers. I don't even check. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, it don't even matter at this point because I'm not in it for the money. I got too many streams of income to care about this. Take 30 minutes out of my day 3 times a week to help y'all. So I don't know if there's a Reddit thing about it. I don't even know if I give a fuck if somebody do one at this point. Just take the information and share it. I mean, when you see this page, share this motherfucker. Like, let people know about this shit. Like, I'm not about to be going on my way heavy promoting. I'm gonna do like how I do and give y'all a 30 minute to an hour heads up on when I got insight. If you hear, you hear. If you not, catch it later, and from there, spread the word. Like, past that, I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't that invested in this to this point to know if there's a Reddit or anything like that. If somebody set it up, salute to them. But I'm just here to do my part. You heard? You know what I'm saying? I ain't really here to, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I see money in it later, cool. But everything that I'm giving y'all insight on, I'm invested into. So that in itself pays for all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. So I mean that's pretty much it, y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna get up out of here. One thing I will say once again is if you guys have seen a profit from this, if you guys have seen a benefit from this, if you have actually seen money from some of these investment options that I've given, which you have, because if you've invested into it, you made money. Um, Donate a couple bucks. Like I said, it ain't for me. It's towards a nonprofit. Once again, the Cash App is $ building back, and the nonprofit website is bbtcfoundation.com. Thank you if you have. That's all I ask. And once again, spread the word. That's all I really ask for. But yeah, I'm out of here, y'all. I need to go get this motherfucking TV swapped out. So, um, salute to y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe, share the page. Have a good one. I'll see y'all tomorrow.